Good afternoon. Welcome to the February 10th special meeting for the Vineland Board of Education. Roll call, please. Mr. Merkley.
Ms. Acosta,
Here.
Mrs. Codispoti,
Present.
Mr. Fiocchi,
Here.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Rivera,
Here.
Mr. Sobrana, Mr. Silva, Ms. Spinelli, Mr. English.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for attending. In compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law, commonly referred to as the Sunshine Law, the Vineland Board of Education has caused notice and posting of this meeting to be sent to the following, announcing time and place thereof, agenda, etc. The Daily Journal, SNJ Today, the Press of Atlantic City, Nuestra Comunidad, Vista Bueno, the Clerk for the City of Vineland, and the Administrative Office Public Bulletin Board. At this time, please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, do we have any public comment on agenda items and any matter? Please limit your comments to 2 minutes, please.
Didn't receive anything on our public forum, which was on our website, and there are 2 attendees. Now would be your time to raise your hand if you would like to make your public comment. I don't see anybody raising their hand. Nathan, it's been a while. Is it *9 for them to raise their hand? There's one person on a telephone. I want to make sure the person knows how to raise their hand.
I'll find out real quick. Hold on.
They did raise their hand when I hit star, when I said *9. So I'm going to bring the caller that ends in 575 into the meeting so they can make a comment. Okay, caller 575, you are in the meeting, but you are muted. You need to unmute yourself. Nathan, can you look that up real quick? I can only ask them to unmute themselves. I can't do it if they did it themselves.
We need to get signs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll sign that I hold up. Find it, Nathan.
What if you hit ask to unmute? Sometimes it prompts them.
I did, but they're on the phone. So
Yeah, I'm saying that, but sometimes I might say press.
*9 again.
really? *9 again, the caller 575. I didn't think it was *9.
There's a Zoom meeting *6 and *6 talk. Oh, *6.
*6. Caller 575 *6 will unmute you. There you go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Does this work?
Yes.
Good afternoon. This is Jeff Medio. I'm calling. I'm participating in this meeting as a member of the public, not in any official capacity or on behalf of any client. I understand that on the agenda, and it's been discussed for years, and now it's moving forward with a bid, is to potentially sell the Oaken Main School. And I have been working privately with some members of the library community and discussing potentially, the idea of restoring the Oaken Main School, preserving it, and using it as a children's library. This is not, this has not been, discussed by the Board of Trustees publicly. It came about recently because we looked at some of the applications by other libraries who were successful in getting grant funding from the state. And, one of the themes that we saw was, restoration of historic buildings was strongly supported with some of those successful applicants. I've been working with a number of members of the community off the clock as I am an attorney and discussing, what we can do to best position ourselves to be successful in the future and what we need to do for the library. And a common theme that keeps coming up is, another location. So the idea that's being discussed, and it's purely just being discussed, is restoring Oak and Main School. We didn't know that, this was an active, it's up for active sale, and there was active interest in the property. So I apologize for not, reaching out in advance or learning more information. But we also have, some private funding in a significant amount that's available, to potentially use for restoration. And I think it would be contingent upon.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes.
Medio, in a virtual format, the public comment is 2 minutes. I'm just letting you know you have about 20 seconds left. So if you can finish up here.
All right. So I guess to wrap it up, I would like the board to consider the possibility of donating the Oak and Main School to the city, for use by the library for the restoration and preservation of the building, and use by the city's youth. And that's it. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Matteo.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else, Gene?
Anyone else would like to address the board? The only other attendee that's on is Ms. Marco. I believe she's on some type of device not called in. So if she wanted to, she could raise her hand. So I think we're done.
At this time, do we have superintendent's by our recommendation, please?
Yes. I'd like to recommend discussion regarding a resolution appointing the following changes to the bank depositories for business checking, savings, and investments. The Athletic Fund, Budgetary Payroll Agency, Food Service, Payroll Net, Unemployment Trust Fund, Flex Spending, and Capital Reserve for the following time period: February 22nd of 2021 through June 30th, 2021.
Any questions or comments?
Bob, do you want me to take these one at a time and vote?
Yes,
on each
please.
one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I would like to recommend approval regarding a resolution appointing the following changes to the bank depositories.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Do I have a second?
Dennis,
Second,
someone
Yeah.
second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Costa,
yes.
Mrs. Codispoti,
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. English.
Yes,
That passes.
thank you.
I would like to recommend discussion regarding a resolution appointing the following changes to the bank depositories for student activity and student event accounts for the following time period: February 22nd, 2021 through June 30th, 2021 for the Casimir Delago Preschool and Dr. William Mennies Elementary School.
Any questions or comments?
Okay, I'd like to recommend approval regarding the resolution appointing the following changes to the bank depositories for student activity and student event accounts.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Roll call,
Second.
please. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Acosta,
Yes.
Mrs. Codispoti,
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. English.
Yes.
That passes.
Thank
I
you.
would like to recommend discussion of the resolution authorizing the solicitation of sealed bids for the purchase of the Oak and Main School property not needed for school purposes.
Questions or comments?
I would like to recommend approval of the resolution authorizing the solicitation of sealed bids for the purchase of the Oak and Main School property not needed for school purposes.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Acosta,
Yes.
Mrs. Codispoti,
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. English.
Yes,
That motion passes.
thank you.
I would like to recommend discussion regarding the appointment of Keith Salerno, QPA, as acting purchasing agent for the City of Vineland Board of Ed pursuant to NJSA 18A:18A-2B to exercise all purchasing duties and responsibilities effective February 18th, 2021, and until the successor business administrator is appointed, and takes office.
Any questions or comments?
I would like to recommend approval regarding the appointment of Keith Salerno as acting purchasing agent for the City of Vineland Board of Ed.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Acosta,
Yes.
Mrs. Codispoti,
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. English.
Yes.
That passes.
That's the end of my resolutions.
Okay, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for making themselves available at 12:45 today, and look forward to seeing everybody soon. At this time, do we have a motion for an adjournment?
So moved.
Second. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you, and have a good rest of the day. And safe.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Be good.
Thank you,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.